All right, we are live. Welcome to the show, everybody. Today I've got a fun guest. It is the one and only Quarter Black Garrett. Welcome to the show, Quarter Black Garrett.
Hey, yo, thanks for having me.
I
I'm
mean,
excited.
is that your is that written in your birth certificate, Quarter Black Garrett,
Yeah,
or is
and
it
you look at
just
it,
Garrett?
it's quarter Black Garrett right
It's like
there.
1/4.
Yeah, 1/4.
It's your
It's
parents
kind of like
worked long and hard on that one.
yeah, it's like whenever a celebrity names their kid like Moon or something.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is, yeah.
Or yeah, what's Elon's new XA
Yeah, right.
XA
It's
14
like
or
just
something?
like numbers and letters and shit.
You're a trendsetter, man.
Yeah,
You were ahead of the
back in the
game.
day.
That's fun. That's fun. So obviously, to be so bold of a name, you're obviously quarter black. I'm assuming, right?
Yes, actually, yeah. A lot of people ask me that question. Yes, I
I
am.
feel like I had to get it out. Get it
Right. Yeah,
done.
we got to
Just
we got to tell
for
the
the people.
audience, okay? Got to make sure everything's on the up and up. My dad is half black. I am a
Okay.
quarter of that.
All
My
right. All
mom's
right.
white. So,
But
it
but
all works out
but you're
mathematically.
are you American though? Is that's really all
Yes.
that matters. Okay. So
I mean,
American.
I'm Texan.
Oh,
You know
is
what I
there
mean?
is that
There's a
another
difference.
level?
There's another level there.
Okay.
It's a whole
Texas.
country.
Don't mess with Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
I'm
That's
not.
what I'm saying.
So wait, are you guys really gonna secede? What's the deal with that?
We're working on it. I'm talking to my guys, and we're really working on it. There's a lot of
All
red
right.
tape.
So for those who don't know who this guy is, he's your producer. You produce over on
Yeah. Uh,
Louder with Crowder.
yeah. In studio producer, and then producing when we do like the change of mind field
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
stuff and like that. Yeah.
And you were you were on the ground in Chaz.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
for those who didn't watch this last year, when Chaz or Chop or how
Chop.
many
It was what they changed it to. Chop.
Chaz Chop or whatever. It was Chop and then Chaz. Anyway, this guy was on the ground with Steven Crowder in his ear, telling him to say the most ridiculous stuff. And I got to give you props. We
Thank
haven't
you.
talked about this, but I was watching that, and dude, you to do and say the things that Steven was telling you to say, I was like, he's not gonna say that. There's no way. And you did. And I was like, dude, this guy's got some huge balls. Like, I can't believe he said all this stuff. Props,
Dude, that
bro.
thanks, man. That place was nuts. I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
that place was nuts because there's like this mood of chill. Everybody's like, oh, we're peace and love, chill out, bro. And then on the drop of a hat, just somebody will just start flipping out on somebody. That happened multiple times when we were there.
Really.
People just start fighting, and there was a guy walking around with a pipe just flipping it around. And I was like, let's avoid that guy.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah,
from the videos, it seemed like you were a little scared for your safety a couple times.
so yeah, a couple times I knew whenever we were walking into like the football field that they have there was like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
big group of people standing in a circle, and I was trying not to show them because I knew Steven was gonna go over there and start talking to him.
And he did.
But then he did. So then I started talking, and I was like asking him questions. Hey, what are they talking about over there? What are they talking about? And then some girl, the Jorts girl, I get shot down for saying like going okay, I won't film you. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
The Jorts girl, but she
George.
stood up and was like, "You can't be filming these people. They didn't consent." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine. I won't film. It's fine. It's okay." And then like while I was talking to this girl, I I was looking over here. Everybody's sitting down, doing their cross-legged thing, and I'm talking to this girl, and she's like, "Don't film me." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I look back over, and there's like three landwells just right on my other side. And then they start like coming in, and they're kind of like waving other people, and that was whenever I was like, "Okay, we need to like cut this and get out of here."
I'm being surrounded right
Yeah,
now. I feel like prey. My
yeah. So
goodness.
literally the day or the several days before we got there, somebody was shot and killed, and then several days, or maybe even the next day after we left, somebody got killed.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I got there right in the good time and got out right at the good time.
Summer of love, right? Isn't that what they
Yeah,
called that?
peace and love. Everybody's
Peace and
hanging
love,
out.
man. Until you
It's
go
so good.
against the narrative,
Yeah, they take
and
you
then
down.
you're done. You're done.
They were like walking around whenever the sun was going down with that megaphone going, their buddy system, stick together. People are going missing. And I'm like, is this how you're supposed to be running your commune, your autonomous zone?
They don't know
It's
what they're
like
doing.
everybody is just they don't know what they're doing. That place was nuts. We actually went to the first day we got there, so we got there a day early than the stream,
Okay.
and we were like, okay, let's just try to get some footage, let's interview some people, and then see, just see what happens. So we interviewed a couple guys, and they were like cracked out of their mind. And then we're like, okay, so we got a couple interviews. Let's go. And then Steven was like, see if you can stick around. Hold on, I got somebody. That's my kid. That's my kid came in.
Cute. I will allow it.
Anyways,
That's
a
all right.
toddler.
No worries. That's cute.
All
right.
But yeah,
what's
so
your
Steven
kid's
was
name?
like, Chloe,
Chloe.
little Chloe.
Cool. You have just one kid?
I've got 3.
3 kids. Good
Dude,
for
I
you.
got
Popping
3.
them out. All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
she was the smallest one too. I got a 9-year-old, almost 10. Oh,
Wow. They grow fast, huh?
almost 10. They grow so fast.
Anyway,
Where
please
was I?
continue. You were talking about you just did a few interviews.
Right.
And-
So we did interviews, and we're like, okay, let's go to the hotel. Let's get out of here because the sun's going down. Because we don't want to be here when the sun's going down. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
It's
blame
like,
you there.
Very dangerous. And Steven was like, okay, well, could you just be in the car and maybe they might be doing some stuff after, just kind of get some footage. And we're like, okay. So we drove around, and then we immediately drove right into I don't know what they were blocking the street or something,
Yeah.
some big
Barricades.
a barricade kind of thing, and then we were just stuck, and we're like, okay, let's just get out and join them. So we went out, jumped in, and then joined them. Went down, like, blocked streets, blocked the intersections, walked all the way down to the freeway. And one of my favorite things that happened, because it was very funny. So they have like 2 chicks in the front that are screaming, the chanting, and then we
Yeah.
get from one intersection, drive down to the other intersection, and then another guy goes, okay, hey, let's come together here. Don't film me, man, don't film me. And I was like, okay, but I continued to film.
Of course.
And he was like, we need to make sure that we're all talking and conversing, because it seems like a lot of people might be, going out there being a little mean to each other and stuff. And then right whenever he's out talking about, like, we need to have like a big meet together and so we could all hash out our ideas on what CHOP is, this other chick walks up with a megaphone. So a megaphone versus megaphone. And she's like, you're harassing me in CHOP. Like, you racist. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to help you. And it was just so funny because it is what the left is. They were just like, one person has a megaphone, another person has a megaphone. They start yelling at each other about, like, you were harassing me.
The loudest.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to be the loudest one here.
She was like, I'm a black woman. You can't be like talking like that. Like, you gotta silence yourself. It was ridiculous. It was.
Were you like, well, excuse me, I'm actually a quarter black, so I can have a quarter of a say here, correct? Right?
Can I get just the word in?
That's just one word.
Just
it's
one
a
word.
quarter of a sentence. Is it? Does that work that way? I don't
Does
know.
it-
It feels like that's the logic that they use.
Yeah.
Like, well,
But
you
even then,
are
they
a
just
quarter.
throw those logic out. It doesn't matter. It's like they pretend that they have this big system of oppression. Like, okay, this person is above this person. But then at
Yeah.
any drop of the hat, they'll just throw it in the trash. It doesn't matter.
Logic. You know what? That actually works perfect with one of the things we're going to talk about today. Let's just pop it in here. Ready? Stop trying to make women a thing. It's not a thing.
Wimix, man.
Wimix. Is it just women? And they just are saying it's actually
guess.
spelled with an X. Well, that's not women. That's women.
Wimix. Wimix.
Well, it's not really logical, is it?
I keep seeing this. It keeps coming around like once a year.
Oh yeah.
People
With the
try
X?
to like make
X
this
in there?
X thing happen. It's like, it's not going to happen.
We must get rid of men, but also we must get rid of women because it's the men and the women that are causing
But we
all the
gotta be
issues.
inclusive to but there's not a non-binary. It's non-binary. Okay, so there's not men and women, but there are, but you can't say.
But there's non-binary women now. I just found this out today. Did you hear this?
No,
There's
explain.
non-binary women. And that's actually why the X is there, because it's including non-binary women, which
So
doesn't make
you're-
any sense though.
You're binary,
logic.
but also non.
See, that's that logic thing. All right, this is the reason we're talking about this. This is the whole controversy. Twitch came out and had this whole March is Women's History Month. Join us in celebrating and support all the women creating their own worlds, building their communities, and leading the way on Twitch. Of course, they spell women with X. And actually, you hear these ladies talking, and they say women, So they're not. It's not women's.
They're not pronouncing it that way, but they're subtitling it that way.
They are. The subtitles
They're
definitely say women with an X, and it
They're
just
pushing
doesn't
it.
make sense. And then I saw this other tweet that was going around. This is from Count Dankula. Dude's hilarious.
Dankula.
Yeah, he says, imagine being trans and fighting your whole life to be considered a full woman, and they instead change it to Wimix to point out that you are still trans. That's the logic that they're going with.
Yeah.
It's like they want to be included, but then they don't want to lose their victimhood. I think that's really what it all boils down to, you know?
Because like once you accept into the binary,
Yep.
you can't be a victim anymore.
Right.
So you have to make up another niche thing that's like Wimix, because we're trying to cut out the men out of the word women, even though that's not like how the word works. It's not where it comes from, but
Amen.
That's fine.
And a women, which
a women,
part of more of this insanity, right? Here, this is perfect. This is from Wolf. I don't know who it is, but he wrote this delightful tweet just for those too lazy to look it up. Women with an X is an alternative spelling to avoid the generalized sexism. So women is sexist. And to be inclusive of trans and non-binary women. So wait, trans women should be considered women with an E, or a woman with an A, right? Because as soon as you put the X, just like Dankula pointed out, it's pointing out that they're not women. So they themselves are admitting that they're not women. So it's like, well, which is it? That, you know, what do you want?
Yeah, it's this like circular logic that they don't like. Obviously, they're not like trans women aren't all a big hive mind, right? So real people out there don't believe this stuff. It's like this weird corporation type NPC stuff. So it's only NPCs and corporations that are like buying into this, and real people don't. So I mean, it makes sense. Like, if you want to be a woman, why would you then label yourself something that's not woman? It's something that's a separate label. And again, why are we doing these labels? Like, what happened to I don't want to be labeled, don't label me. But now it's like, I want to be labeled, I'm disabled, I'm mentally challenged, I'm black, I'm a woman, I'm actually not a woman, I'm a trans woman. That's like, can we just be people again? Like, let's just go back to that.
Just people. It's because they make it their entire identity. Like, everything about them is about being trans. It's no longer about being a scientist or a successful musician or something that is not like, if it is truly who you are and you can't change who you are, then why make that your everything? Well, okay, that's baseline. Everyone around us is going, yeah, okay, sure. I don't talk about that I'm straight. I don't feel the need to announce it.
It's not a big deal. That's the whole point of my name is Quarter Black Garrett, because it's like part of my life. I've never thought about it. I just knew, I was like, okay, yeah, my dad's half black. It's whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
And then it's like part of the joke is everything is so labeled. You're like, oh, I'm a quarter black, so now I'm gonna like make my name that. Because like I need to get those victim points. Gotta get that reparations. Get my little.
You admitted it. I've got you. We are live right now. You've admitted that you're using it for victimhood.
Hey, I'm still waiting for the reparations check in the mail.
Just
I have not
quarter.
gotten
You get a quarter of the check.
I get a percentage. They work it out throughout all the people that are in America right now.
That's it though. It's the victim, man. They want to be. They use it as a victim card. Like, look, I'm oppressed. I'm part of this oppressed system, systemic racism, systemic oppression, because I'm different in whatever. Or maybe you're just not getting off your butt and doing the work that is required to like be successful in this world, regardless of your gender or sexual identity. Like, put that aside and do some work towards.
It's a way of thinking. It's like. It's not this, it's not LGBT people, it's not black people, it's not Latin people, it's not any kind of minority. It's the mentality of, I'm a victim. I need you to validate me because I'm a victim. I need you to give me stuff, government, because I'm a victim. It's that mentality. Like, get that mentality out and then go do something. Like you were just saying, go do work. Life is hard.
Yes, it is.
Success is hard. You don't just get it handed to you. You have to work for it. And that's the problem. I feel like a lot of millennial generation specifically, and then now I guess Gen Z. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
affecting them that much, but millennial generation seems to be like they were taught that just everything is supposed to be successful, and you're supposed to be given everything right when you step in. Like people like Ray Fisher. I don't know if you know about that, the story about from Justice League. He played Cyborg. Well, he had
No,
this
I don't
whole
know.
big issue because he thought that Joss Whedon was treating him wrong
Okay.
on the set. Like he was just being very mean. I'm like, well, he's a director directing his actors and he needs you to do a certain thing.
Yeah.
Like that's just how it is. Like that's how work is. Like he's a director. He's got timelines and he's like, I need you to do these things. And okay, sure. Maybe he could be short, maybe he'd be rude about it.
Hmm.
But like that's just how things are. Whenever you step into, and he's like basically a new actor. I think he was a stage actor before that, and he's stepping into like a big production.
Okay.
Like you're not the highest, you're not Tom Cruise, like you're not going to get that right off the bat. You have to work for it. So it's like
Yeah.
the idea of like, we take that everywhere. It seems that millennials do. They take it into every workplace. It's like, I need to be successful. And why am I not successful? It's not because of me. No, it couldn't be me. It's because of oppression. It's because sexism. It's because of the AC in my office is too cold and I'm a woman. It's like weird.
Yeah.
It's all these other things that are the problem, and not, am I doing something wrong? And maybe I should be working hard. Maybe I should be more assertive.
Yes.
Stuff like that. It's like, that's the problem that we have, is this like victim mentality. We need to get that out. Hopefully
Yep.
Gen Z, please
Save us, Gen Z. I
don't
actually
know
have a lot
went
of a lot of hope for Gen Z. I mean, I've spoken to a couple different younger generation, coming in Gen Z. Chandler Crump, for example, like dude is he is on the front lines of understanding the political realm and everything. So you did cut out a little bit, but I heard what you were saying, so I think we were good.
Okay.
Just it's all good. I see people in chat like, "What's going on? Are we gonna lose him?" No, he's still good. He's still good. Another thing that it's all about a perspective issue. These people are putting how they would get offended, and like, they're like reading something and then going, well, that's offensive to this person, and I'm taking it offensively. When
I'm going to white knight.
Yes.
Like that wolf guy, I'm going to step in and say, well, people that don't want to Google, how about I'm going to white knight splain you and tell you what things are. It's like,
well, Wolf, you got some crazy virtuous points, didn't you, sir? Good job. Good for you.
Looking good.
My goodness sakes, it's like, and it's so like, it reminds me of when you like texting and reading things on the internet. There's inflections that are missing also. People are they're reading it through their own perspective and going, oh, well, this person's an a-hole because look at what they just said to me. Even though, I mean, you could say something sarcastically with a smile on your face, where when you hear it, you're like, oh, that person's clearly smiling, clearly making a joke.
Yeah.
Like Carlin Borisenko, she's a normal guest on my show. She said sarcastically, making fun of the people that said 2 + 2 = 5, that 2 + 2 = 5. And then she proceeded to say, under this ideology, they really do think that's true.
Yeah.
And then people were clipping it and going, Carlin believes 2 + 2 = 5. And it's like, oh my gosh.
There's no context,
man. It's like, you got to understand, like, anyone can manipulate any narrative, and they are just, and they're, this is the problem. They're looking for ways to victimize themselves because they are losing that victimhood. If we had true equality, then they would have no one left to blame them. They need someone to blame, and they have to blame men. Right now it's toxic masculinity. What else is there? I mean, white nationalism is on the rise, even though
white nationalism.
They're calling out like African Americans for being white nationalists
because they're too close to whiteness. If you align yourself with whiteness, then that makes you also implicit.
Hold on, I gotta pull this. This is just because it is ridiculous. I don't know if you saw this. Look, Bryson Gray. White nationalists are using Christian symbols to send a message. Front and center is Bryson Gray. It's like, what?
It's right there. Well, and it's not. There's women there. There's black men. There's like a Latina there. It's
what is happening here? This is
I don't know how they play these mental gymnastics to be able to still say the things that they say.
mm-hmm.
I think it's because it's like it's not there, so they have to like create it in some way, and
Yep.
then they have to justify it. It's like, oh, he's black, but he's internalizing his white supremacy. It's like, what are you talking about, dude? Stop.
No, you're just wrong. Can't you like look at it? See, it all comes back to thinking logically. When
Mhm.
you think logically, it makes sense. It's like, oh, well, you look at it and it's like, well, actually, he's not a white nationalist because that white nationalism is actually dying out. It's
Yeah,
something that they're trying to keep around. They're like, wait, but we need someone to blame.
we need a scapegoat. We need to point
No,
our finger
I
somewhere.
don't want to be accountable for my actions.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. You know what else is insane? Freaking Gretchen Whitmer. Let's talk about this woman.
Gretch,
I know you got some
the
things to say
Gretch,
about.
dude.
Is that what you guys call her down there in Texas?
Yeah,
The
the
Gretch.
The Gretch is still Christmas.
Move over, Cuomo. Governor Whitmer facing calls for investigation over nursing home deaths in Michigan. Well, golly, good riddance, right?
About
My
time.
Yo.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how before the the election, you couldn't ask questions about this stuff. It was like you can't don't question any of these things. It's
Yep.
all up and up. Andrew Cuomo totally he did his job 100%. Whitmer
Got an Emmy.
and then got an Emmy. All of a sudden, after the useful idiots were used and
Ding, ding, ding.
we're in office, it's like, okay, Andrew Cuomo, you're gone. You're getting Me Too'd all over the place. And Gretchen Whitmer, now it's okay for people to start questioning how you handled things. It's
I
like,
don't I mean, I almost said I don't understand, but I understand perfectly. It coincides perfectly with the election.
Yeah.
I think the Me Too part of Cuomo is actually, this is what I tweeted out. Cuomo's allegations seem perfectly timed to take the light away from him killing thousands of old folks. He killed
Yeah.
thousands of old folks. They don't want people focusing on the fact that COVID deaths were pumped. They were. Whitmer's now being called into question for her killing a bunch of old people in nursing homes. And it's like, we got Wolf, Murphy, Gavin Newsom. All
Yeah.
5 of these governors did this same exact thing, sending sick people into nursing homes, which caused a huge 35% spike in COVID deaths.
Because
Almost
we
40%.
knew who was at risk.
Yeah,
And it's like
exactly.
we always thought the entire time was like, why are they sending like people with COVID to a location where the most severely affected people are? Like it doesn't make any sense. But I mean, like you said, like it makes total sense whenever you think about it. But it's like to a decent human being, you're like, this doesn't make sense. Why would you know that they're at risk? Why would you send them there? Oh, it's because we're trying to save space in hospitals. Well, the nurses are doing TikToks left and right here. Like they just keep popping those TikToks out. And I'm like, what? This doesn't look good. Stop. Like, what are you doing?
Well, and New York, I mean, Trump sent I forget the name of the naval medic
boat,
ship.
yeah.
And they're like, well, that wasn't for COVID patients. That was for other patients. And was like, okay, so send all of the other patients from the hospitals into the boat, and then the hospital can take care of COVID patients.
Didn't even get
what's
used.
the big deal? Didn't even get used. Not only that, they set up a convention center into a mobile hospital. Cost millions of dollars to do all this. They didn't use that either. So wait, why would you send sick people to these nursing homes then?
Were you all being
To pump the
like
numbers.
overrun? Like what? It's no, it's not. You're pumping the numbers.
Yep.
You're getting that number up.
Do you see this mountain? Every time I think about that freaking mountain that Cuomo had, the big, huge waste of taxpayer dollars. Someone got an art degree and was like,
look at this.
Finally, I get to do something.
You could get my nail gun.
Look at this mountain. You see this huge mountain? We're finally over that. Hey, all I can think of is when I see that mountain is, hey, Cuomo, you literally made that mountain with dead bodies.
Yeah.
Sorry, you
stacking them up, man. But all the time, we're the ones trying to keep everybody safe. If you say anything against our reality, you're the ones you're science deniers. You're conspiracy theorists. It's like,
and now they're coming in hot with these allegations. Look at this. I mean, he's getting hit and bombarded, and he's like, "Well, I think I'm being playful and making jokes." And it's like, "Oh my gosh, dude, you are like you and like that guy and his brother, like, have you seen his brother freak out at the dude who called him Frito?
Yeah, Fredo, and he was like, "Oh, I'll throw you down the stairs," or something. What was it that he said? He was like, "I'll throw you down a flight of stairs."
Yeah, some crazy like dude flipped
And he was like,
out.
"Hold me back, man." He was like basically that meme of the guy going like, "Hold me back, man. Hold me back. I'm gonna get you."
It's like, dude, those guys, like, seeing the way they interact, they are the classic, like, I am really cool. I don't care what anyone says. I believe I'm cool,
Yeah.
and I could do whatever I want because of that.
Yeah,
And you know who else?
narcissist.
Joe Biden's got that too. Like he acts that way as well. Like, I'm so cool that I can do whatever he wants. That's why he smells women like, yeah, whatever. I could do this because I'm cool like that. I could smell
Yeah.
your hair and
I'm
get away with
America's
it.
grandpa or whatever, like they think.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh god.
also, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Cringy.
He has no
You want to
clue
talk
what he's
about
doing.
what toxic masculinity is? Cuomo's.
Dude.
No joke, right?
Yeah. Dudes that like walk around and just start making accusations. Oh, yeah, well, Trump doesn't know this, and we're not going to take the vaccine because it was made by Trump. Like they didn't want it.
Yeah.
Just because it was made under the regime of Trump. It's like, oh god, Orange Man bad. You got it deep in your brain. He lives in their heads. Like
Every
still
single one of them.
on CNN, they are still every story like somehow connects back to Trump. It's like, or are we talking about Tiger Woods and then all of a sudden Trump? Like, what is going on here?
Or it's either Trump or the January 6th insurrection.
Yeah, the erection.
Yeah. Excuse me.
The erection.
According to Schumer, the erection. Or was it
Yeah.
Schumer? Wait, who was it?
It was Schumer.
Yeah, he said that, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, do you think they straight up, they miss Trump so much? It's like
Dude.
that victimhood thing we were talking about. He was the perfect, like, scapegoat. They blamed him
Yeah.
for everything. Like, it's all him. Now that he's gone, they're like,
Like, what do we do?
what do we blame? Well,
I don't know. They have nothing.
You know what they're doing is they're throwing a little bit of like, well, we're gonna call out Cuomo now. Now we'll call out Whitmer. Now
Look, we're fair and balanced. We're fair and balanced. We're reporting on Andrew Cuomo now.
yeah,
We're doing
these,
Whitmer. It's like,
these
why don't you
governors
do it
have
whenever it
too much
happens and
power.
not 6 minutes or 6 months
you.
later?
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got the election. We needed to fortify the election, fortification of the election, so that it will never happen again. So we can get rid of the Orange Man because he was that bad. We were justified in what we did.
Everything we did was totally fine.
Gosh, man, and you and the Crowder team, you guys are coming out with some hot fire right now with fake addresses.
Yeah, dude.
You guys are basically your own Project Veritas going on over there.
Which is kind of crazy because it's like we were a late night show. Now we're doing it in the morning, but it's like weird jokes. Like we're a joke show.
Yeah. You guys are funny.
We report on news and stuff and try to keep people informed, but like our majority of what we do is jokes. It's funny stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like why is it that we are the ones that are like fact checking everything that we post and like we're making sure that everything is on the up and up, which is great.
Nice.
Everybody should do that. But like nobody else is held to that standard, especially not if you're on television, which is ridiculous. You're on network television. You could say whatever you want, and it doesn't matter. You can just say we have sources. We have sources.
Anonymous source.
Sources.
Someone close to the situation has informed us.
Somebody that's been briefed on the conversation that happened. Like, you're just making stuff up, dude.
Maybe
don't have
that's what we should start doing.
Yeah.
According to
anonymous
sources close to me, close to the situation, have informed me. I don't know why I pull that voice out. It just feels.
It's a posh accent. Yes.
Yes.
I have sources.
My sources inform me. Man, but these governors, man, they're getting rid. Well, first off, I don't understand. This is ridiculous. Biden supports independent review of Cuomo's sexual harassment claim. Biden supports it. Wait, what? What about Tara Reid's harassment claims?
Yeah, what about that?
Biden. What?
Believe all women.
Yeah, believe all women.
Wimix.
Right? That's
a new superhero group. Wimix.
The Wimix. Oh yeah, someone in chat actually. This is funny. They said, "So is Amen technically X-Men now?" And I was like, "Oh, snaps.
I guess so. Yeah, let's go with that.
I like it.
I like that.
All right.
Yeah.
So no Amen, no A women, just X-Men
And
So-
X-Men.
and X-Men. It's pretty good. I kind of like it. What scares me though with these governors is they're holding on to these emergency powers. You know,
Oh
they
yeah,
did.
you knew they were. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
we've
oh,
known it for
it's
a
like
while.
Emperor Palpatine. I know it's cheesy, but it's
Hmm.
Emperor Palpatine. Give me over the emergency powers so I can do something that's important. You know, it's
Yep.
very important that I do this.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then they quietly just go, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep that power. I'm just gonna keep it.
Oh,
I'm just
you know
gonna
what?
keep saying
It's
that
for the
over and
good.
over.
It's for the good of the people.
Yeah, I need to do another thing, another important thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
executive order. Let's
I
do
need
50
to.
more.
I need to seize your private property for the
Yeah,
good of the people.
it's for the greater good. It's for your neighbors. And in
This
fact, actually, tell us if your neighbors have private property that we could take, because that would be helpful for the greater good.
no joke. This is scary stuff right here. The Oregon state legislature is currently considering a bill that would allow for the governor to seize, use, or possess any private property during a state of emergency. What?
Yeah.
Oh, so this
What,
hasn't
like,
passed or anything, but they're trying to do this. They're trying to solidify their power for good. They want to keep it. Everything. It's like, why are we still in a state of emergency still?
yeah,
Why? We're finding out that the death numbers were pumped. They were. So
they were.
I mean, they were. Period. I mean, am I going to get a fact check or some sort of mark? I don't know.
It's going to be under the video right now. It's
Yeah,
down here.
it wouldn't surprise
This
me.
video is disputed.
Gosh, I've gotten those before. Actually, I mentioned flat Earth one time, and then all of a sudden there
You're
was
like,
a mark.
The scientists say that we're actually
Flat Earth
sphere.
is a conspiracy, and it's like, oh my gosh,
It's like,
cool. Thanks, YouTube. You did a good job.
Gotta explain it.
Yeah, but these emergency powers, man, they don't want to let it go.
No, man.
Yeah, they don't want to let it go. There is
It's
a
easy.
shining light though. I've seen Oklahoma. It's these center states are awesome, man.
Dude,
North-
the ones right in there in that
Dude.
central time zone.
North Dakota made it illegal. That mask mandates are illegal. They're unconstitutional. You're not allowed
Where
to
was
force
this?
anyone to
Where's-
wear a mask. North Dakota,
I gotta go to North Dakota then.
right?
I gotta visit
it's like,
some North Dakotans.
and then Oklahoma coming in hot. Check this out. Oklahoma passes bill allowing rejection of all of Biden's executive orders. Woo! That
Hey.
is some spiciness right there.
That's good.
Right? I mean, all right. Middle
How do you
state.
come in like the first day is like just executive order, executive
30?
order,
How
executive
many
order.
did you? 50, 40
He
something?
did like 37 or something in the first few days. Like, dude,
It's just he even said he's in an interview, someone was like, don't you think going by executive orders is like dictatorship? And he's like, well, some people say it that way. And even the people close to
you
me
mean like
say
the
that
dictionary?
I can't even my close colleagues say that I shouldn't do that. So, and then he meandered
But
off,
he's like,
not really
"Hmm,
making a point. Then comes in hot.
says
how
a
many-
racial slur, It's just Biden.
What is going on with that? I mean,
I don't know.
that
dude.
if you just do a little bit of a view into Biden's history of being racist, it is blatant and just ridiculous. So, and try to find Trump being racist. It's not easy
You
to
have to
find.
like you have to like
Show me
really
something.
dig and say like he kicked out black tenants in a residential building that he owned
That's
in
not
like
true.
the 1980s or
It
something.
was
Like you have
it
to
was
make stuff
actually
up.
early 70s. I know all about this
70s,
whole
okay.
lawsuit, and it was about the welfare state and not wanting their property to turn into low income housing, which the city was trying to force them to switch their buildings to low income housing instead of having being a landlord and renting your building out to whoever. So they kicked out other people too. It wasn't just. It was like
But
you were
that's the one
saying
they focus
about that.
on.
It was about that actor that you mentioned earlier. How he was like, I'm being treated unfairly, and it's like actually that director treats literally everyone the same.
Yeah.
If you're not acting the way that the director wants you to, he's gonna hey, you're not doing what I need you to do. Do what I need you to do. But I'm a minority.
me like
How
that.
dare you? And it's like, what? You're an actor on my set. So it's that. So that's what that lawsuit is about. So that wasn't even racist. So like people are like they try to bring that up. They bring the good people on either side. That's debunked. It's just like,
how many times do they bring that up? Like, have you denounced white supremacy? You have to denounce it. You put it to bed right now.
yeah.
It's like how many times? If I say, okay, yes, I denounce it this time, you're going to ask again. Some
Right.
other reporter is going to ask it. Like,
I mean, the worst thing
Ridiculous.
is Biden bringing it up nonstop in his speeches, in the debates against Trump, and it was like, why is
Why are you
that
bringing this
even
up?
being talked about? That's a lie. That's a
Yeah.
blatant lie. When you yourself, Biden, have said the most racist things I've ever seen out of any government employee of my lifetime. This is not a
Yeah.
joke. Seriously, the most racist government employee I've ever seen that I know of is Joseph Biden. I'm dead serious.
Like
It's
just by
insane.
the words that have come out of his mouth, like
Yeah.
racial. I don't want my kids living in a racial jungle. Like
Yep.
what? How do you think you can say that and then get to the presidency? I guess
don't
you do.
understand.
I guess you can say that stuff.
By manipulating people's vulnerabilities mentally
Yeah.
and physically, literally all of their anyone that's vulnerable, and they manipulate their brains to be TDS. I mean, they push
Yeah.
that forever. It's
still there.
ridiculous.
Like
It's
you
still
said,
there.
like they need him, and like they can't get him out of their head. Like they're like, oh, everything's got to go back to Trump in some way.
Yep.
I need somebody to point to because I can't point to the president right now because we're supposed to be like his PR team, so we can't talk about him. We still have to talk about Trump. Like, oh, Trump spent most of his day on President's Day playing golf. It's like, he doesn't have a job right now.
Hiding in the bushes.
Like what? Yeah, through the bushes. It was like all
got him.
voyeurism is like some weird
How dare he?
slasher movie.
Golf?
Yeah, do it.
What?
Do something activity when he's in his like.
Can
70s?
you imagine if Trump played video games with someone too on President's Day? It would have.
Oh,
It would have been like,
Well, they
how
just did
dare
that-
he?
They did the thing with Biden where he played Luigi
Mario Kart.
in Mario Kart, and they were like pumping him up. I'm like guys, you are seriously propaganda right now. Like, stop.
They are. The media.
That's what it is.
Media is propaganda. That's why we have comedy shows like your show is
try.
the people that are coming in. You know what? It's like if no one's gonna do it, we'll do it. Fine.
Yeah.
You think I want to do politics? No way. I was brought on the Timcast show to do regular stuff, to talk about skateboarding, art, movies, pop culture, random stuff. And it was just like, no, politics. And I was like, fine. Like, I still don't want to do politics. I want to talk games. I want to talk about Valheim. You want to talk about Valheim?
Dude, let's talk about Valheim because I am so addicted right now.
Let's talk about Valheim. Yo, all right. So for those who don't know, Valheim is essentially Viking Minecraft with better graphics, and it's really fun. I mean, Minecraft,
amazing.
I've never actually played Minecraft, if we're gonna be honest. Have you ever played
really?
Minecraft?
I did, yeah, back in the day, like 10
I
years
never
ago
played
when
it.
it first came out.
Yeah, I never played it. But now that I've played 7 Days to Die, which is a fun game, it's a zombie post-apocalyptic crafting game. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I've not played that one, no.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's similar to Valheim, but post-apocalyptic and zombies. Every 7 days, there's a zombie horde that comes. But Valheim feels like there's a purpose. Where in that game you're just surviving. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Minecraft? Is it just everlasting?
Minecraft it's just kind of at least before. I think they tacked on some like ending thing where you're supposed to kill a dragon or something.
Oh,
but
okay.
Before it was just you kind of survive and craft and make a house or something.
Right
It's
on,
kind
right
of like
on.
all it was.
So what I like about Valheim is
Go ahead.
yeah, it's you have a goal. You are put in purgatory, and you're like, hey, make it to Valhalla. You have to defeat these 5 epic beasts, and it's like that's it. You dropped with nothing, and you're like, all right, go for it. And
there's something about like the exploration too. Is like you just want to go find the next cool thing. Like there could be a city, there could be like Draugr. Like the other day, I was playing with the one of my friends, Az from Heels versus Babyface.
Heels versus what is it?
Babyface.
Babyface, right?
Yeah, because he's got a baby face. We played for like 5 hours straight, and it went like that because the game is so fun, and you just want to keep exploring. And we found like this in the deep woods, this Draugr camp, and it was just full of undead like knights and stuff. It was the game is so good. It's so well made. It was made by 5 guys.
5 people.
5 guys.
I don't know if they're all guys. Are they all guys?
Well, five humex.
5 humex. Humex.
It
is pretty incredible.
Like, wow. And they they nailed everything, and it's just it's still early access, right?
Yeah,
It's not even fully finished, and it's
early
this well
access.
done. Like I'm excited to see what they go.
And I have the roadmap that's gonna show. Some people are asking what game are we talking about. This is Valheim, and people are asking what it's on. It's only on PC right now. You can get it through Steam, and it's actually they've broken some crazy
It's
records. Right now they have over 4 million copies sold. Let's see here. When Valheim first hit Steam early access just 3 weeks ago, we hope that all the hard work our small team put into the game these past 3 years would get the attention it deserved. Little did we know how much Valheim would resonate with all 4 million of you. That's right, 3 weeks into early access, and we've hit another milestone: 4 million brave souls embarking on the most dangerous feat in over 1,000 years of Viking history, trying to make Odin proud. And here's some stats. The past weekend, they hit 500,000 concurrent players. That's insane. 500,000
and that's
people
just
playing at
on
one
Steam.
time.
Like that's one platform.
True. That's
Wow.
insane. This puts Valheim in the top 5 most played games in the history of Steam. That's insane. In the top
That's
5
crazy.
of most played games in the history of Steam.
In just
Valheim-
3 weeks.
In 3
That's
weeks,
insane.
early access. Valheim has already been played for a combined total of 10,000 years. 10,000 years of playtime. That's insane. That's 3,649,980 more days than the 20 days it has been on Steam early access. My gosh.
Wow.
This is insane.
The
Still
game
climbing.
is exploding.
It is exploding. I honestly, I think it's going to be one of the biggest games coming out. Look, it's got PvP. PvP is huge. All right. I played Diablo 2 is one of the games that I have fond PvP memories of. Destiny, for example, has really fun PvP. The best thing about these games is there's no difference between story character and PvP character. It's the same. So you get to use all the stuff that you found to then fight other people. And that's the same in Valheim too. You actually have PvP. Like you can fight people. You can fight others. You can go into other people's worlds. There's a community. Like you go into the menu screen and you see all these different worlds that you can just join other people's worlds. You can help them. You can turn PvP on and go try to fight them. Of course, they have to turn PvP on to take damage, which is kind of a cool system. So you can't get mobbed by someone if they join your game. And that's something missing. Community, connecting with other people. That's amazing.
That's one feature that I like the most out of it is how easy it is to just have your friends jump into your game.
Yep.
Like
I love that.
You just add a password and then open it up and go, yep, come in. It's like back in the day, you didn't play Minecraft, but I did. It was so hard to set up a server. Like you had to go to another company, a third-party company, to use their servers and then open up a thing and pay monthly. It was a pain in the ass. But this is like my friend's on Steam. He has the game. I have the game. We can play.
Let's go be
It's
Vikings.
super easy. Yeah. And then and it's one of the things that's fun about the single player. So you could play by yourself and it's totally fun. It's a solid game all the way through. And then you bring in your friends and then they make a village. Like you can have your house and then they make a house next to yours. And then you bring another friend in later and they make a house next to that. And then you make a wall around that. And then you feel like you're building a little a Viking civilization. You're making little treks out to far flung areas and stuff. It's like the exploring and doing it with other people is so fun about it.
I mean, if a game has co-op, I'm instantly more interested in the game. For me to play a single player game now, that game has to be quality. I mean, I've been playing games for 30 years. It's been 30 years since I've been. For the first game I ever played, I think was, I don't know, Neo Geo, no, Activision or Atari. Maybe it was Atari. I don't remember exactly what game I played, but I first got a Game Boy in like 1990.
Classic gray.
I was 6 years old.
Game
so
Boy?
Actually, that's 31 years ago. My gosh, I'm getting old. How old are you? Do you mind saying?
28.
28. Oh, you young.
Yeah.
You're youngin'.
Yeah, I'm getting
All right.
I'm getting older though. I feel it.
That's all right. That's okay.
My knee's
I've
popping.
been playing video games since before you were born, sonny boy. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I mean, actually, I'm serious.
But I mean, technically, yeah, this does count.
yeah, but back to Valheim though. We played the other day, and it was fun. Like you just joined into my world, and we just all started roaming around and
Yeah.
having a good time.
Exploring, going to the plains. Dude, the plains are terrifying.
They're terrifying.
There's something about it, like the name. Whenever you see it up in the little corner of your map and you see plains, you're like, oh, that sounds nice. You know, there's some meadow
nice,
kind of
pleasant.
looking. You know, some you can go frolic through the. No,
And then
dude,
a death
no,
mosquito comes and
just
blows you up.
so bad.
It is pretty satisfying though. I'm at the point in the game where I can roam around in the plains and just like solo.
Totally safe.
Yeah, like I'm good. Death mosquito comes, hit me from behind. I'm like, it's pretty
Yeah,
good. I want to get to the point in my world that people can come in and I could be like, oh, here, let's outfit you with this.
Yeah.
You can now help me go, whoop on the plains. It's pretty fun. Here, I actually have the where is it? Hold on, I got this. Here we go. This is the roadmap to Valheim. So
I haven't seen this yet. Yeah.
this is some cool stuff that's coming. All right. They're getting some new content. There's a lot of stuff coming. I'll just read it. Iron Gate Studios has revealed new details in regards to their content updates roadmap. Here's when and what we can expect, including new items, new enemies, new weapons, new bosses, and a brand new biome. Let's see here. Survival RPG Valheim is without a doubt currently the biggest game story of 2021. Agreed, 100% there.
Easy.
When started as a small experimental indie project, quickly exploded into a game bought by more than 4 million. By the way, obviously we already said that. A game that holds firmly the third place on the list of most played games this February on Steam, right behind Dota 2 and Counter-Strike Go. Both are free games. So those two games are free to download. And Valheim, so technically it's the biggest. Well, actually, is Dota 2 free to play? It might not be.
I think so.
I know CSGO is. And I thought Dota 2 might be. Chat,
I think Dota is.
Help me out, chat. Chat's going to come in hot with the answer soon. Hundreds of thousands of players are playing at the game at any given time. Something developers at Iron Gate Studio could not even dream of happening. It is free.
Yeah,
I thought so. Yeah, word. So that's incredible. So Valheim, right off the bat, right there, it's like that. It's only beat by free games. That makes sense because they're free. People prefer free over spending.
Yeah.
But Valheim is absolutely worth it.
Resistance.
What is it? $20?
Yes, $20. $20, and then it's got that low price tag, and then it's got the addiction factor, so you're addicted to it, and then you give your friend. You're like, hey, bro, it's super easy to do multiplayer. So you're like, just get the game. It's $20. Get it. They get it. Then they're addicted, and then they tell their friends. Like that's what happened. I told my friend after we played. We played, and then I was like, dude, you got to get this game so we can play. And we started playing, and it was a day later. We have a server now, and we're like we're playing it all the time. And every time I look over, he's still playing the game. Like
that's awesome,
dude. You got kids, man. You still playing that game? He loves it, dude.
He's you playing a lot too.
I do play it a lot.
No, but that's the beauty of this game. I have. Let me see how many.
What's your
Give you the
hours?
actual.
I think I'm at 70
into this game. Let me see. I'll close this. Valheim. How many hours I got? Okay, I'm currently at 114 hours into this game. All right. Now I stream. I have a Twitch channel where I stream, so I streamed this game a lot, and I played a lot on my off time. I have one buddy on here that it shows 163 hours played. I still haven't beaten the game. There's still 2 bosses that I haven't even beaten. I just found the 4th boss, and I'm like setting up this mountain kind of castle that is built out of stone because I think it's a dragon. I haven't fought him yet.
Ooh.
The thing is, after that many hours, I'm still into this game. I'm still enjoying the game. Usually, I mean, there's many games that I've beaten within one sitting, and I go, and I'm over it. I'm bored. Like meh. But this game it's really capturing me still. There's still things I haven't done. I just found a new plant, like flaxseed. I'm like, well, what is this? Like I only grow it in the plains. I'm like, this is cool. This is new.
Wow.
So I'm still
There's the
finding new
way
things.
it's built so nefariously almost, like
Huh.
to just kind of keep you like you need to learn the next thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't tell you, which is what I love about it. Is it
I
doesn't
love
tell
that.
you.
I love
You
it.
have to kind of just figure it out, or you meet somebody like yourself, come into my world, and then give me iron, and then I touch it, and I'm like, oh, now I know all of these new recipes. I don't know how to make them, but I know them,
Yeah.
and then you like learn all these things kind of like throughout, and then it's got exploration. You got to go out to these different areas to get different types of items so you can make the next thing. It's like on top of each other. It just it keeps you in there, and it's
Yep.
fun. That's
It's
the most
fun to
important. Like
die
it's
too.
fun.
Have
Yes,
you
it's
ever,
like a
you
whole
ever
nother
played Dark
mechanic.
Souls?
Yeah,
Okay, so you know Dark Souls deaths.
the pain of death.
You died.
Yeah,
That feeling of like, oh.
yeah. It has that. It's like you can see all your stuff, and you. Uh,
Although in Dark Souls you get to keep your armor and weapons and stuff.
well,
So in
that's nice.
Valheim you lose literally everything. All of your stuff when you die is stuck on your dead body there. You're naked again. So if you want to go get your stuff, you got to go back to the spot that you died and get your stuff again. That adds such an amazing aspect to this game that I feel most gamers can't deal with anymore. Because
Yeah.
I mean, man, gamers are some of the most entitled. Before you get upset, gamers out there, you got to admit it.
Trigger.
All right, gamers are entitled because games have gotten so good. So when a game doesn't come up to that perfection, people freak out. The gamers freak out.
Yeah.
Garrett, what do you think? You agree with me?
I think I agree. Like, well, at least the way that they make the games, at least, is it coddles that kind of idea of
Yep.
every single thing has to be told. Like, I played Cyberpunk before this, and I beat that game.
Great game.
And like,
Great game.
it was a totally solid game. I don't think it was quite as good as I was hoping. Could have
Okay.
been better, but it was still a solid game.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
But everything was like told. This you go to this place, you go to that place. Like
True.
everything is a straight line. This game is open. It's like they
Where
just
do you
drops
wanna
you in
go?
there. You're naked.
You can
Figure
go
it
that
out.
way.
You
You
gotta
can
do
go
stuff.
this way. And if it's cool because they put different boss spots in different areas. So you're not like, if you go in this direction, you have to go all the way back that way to find the first boss because there's multiple spots that you can
Yeah.
hit the first boss up. And I didn't even know. I found the little tab for the first boss. It tells you where the first boss is, and it says it was like south. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go there eventually. But I went north, and then I found this little inlet, and I built my first home. It's the farm. You've been to the farm,
Nice.
and right next door was the platform for the first boss. Now I didn't know what it looked like. I didn't know what it was because it told me that the first boss was down here, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh well, what's this? It needs deer heads to sacrifice to summon something. Like, all right, and I summoned the first boss without even knowing it, and it like
You're like, what's this? Let me
destroyed
click
my
E.
house. It basically like came out of the ground on my house and like ripped half the house down. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And it was brutal. And I died a bunch of times because I was not ready for it. Because I
That's
didn't
what's
know
great
what
about it, though, is like that
know.
adventure of like not knowing stuff, and you just what's this pile of rocks that has a door in it? Let me go in there. Oh my God, there's skeletons in there.
Yep.
I'm
Or
not
that's a
prepared at
troll.
all.
That troll just killed me.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's 2 trolls coming in the night, destroying my house.
Oh, that whole thing too is really fun. Those random
The
encounters.
little
that will-
attacks, yeah.
Yeah. I love that. So let's dig into the roadmap of the future. All right, so content update number 1. This is the one coming soonest. See, it's in the next couple months. It's called Hearth and Home, and as the name suggests, it will focus on the house building aspect of the game. Henrik Tornqvist, sorry if I totally butchered
Nice.
that name, the
perfect.
co-founder of Iron Gate Studios, revealed that this update will add new building pieces and more food recipes and
Ooh.
probably more seeds for your farm and more things in general to do around the house, which sounds great because
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time building the house and making your spot really nice and cozy.
Yeah.
So we got content update number 2. Second content update for Valheim will probably arrive early summer of 2021. This is named Cult of the Wolf, and Iron Gate explains that the focus of this one will be on exploration, combat, and hopefully new fun and different encounters. This probably means we can expect to see some new types of enemies with this update, but also some changes to the mountain biome where wolves in Valheim can be found. And then content update 3. The third update is probably slated for autumn 2021. The name of this update is Ships and the Sea, and it will focus on the ocean biome, which seems a bit underwhelming compared to other biomes. When this update launches, players will be able to customize their ships, but more importantly, developers will add more stuff to the ocean biomes, but they didn't reveal what kind of things will be added. The fourth and final Valheim content update in 2021 will add a brand new biome to the game. It currently has 6 playable biomes, and the goal for the fully completed game is to have 9 unique biomes.
Ooh.
Yeah, there are currently traces of the remaining 3 underdeveloped biomes in the game, Deep North, Ashlands, and Mistlands. Valheim content update 4 will add Mistlands to the game, along with new enemies, new resources, new items, new locations, and of course, a brand new boss with a possibility of even adding mini bosses.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, I mean, all around this game, I don't even know if I would have been able to beat the third boss without help. Athena joined me. Ian joined me. My buddy Ferk joined me. We beat them. We beat the third boss in my game together, and even still was a tough battle.
What's the third boss? So the second one's the Elder, right?
Yeah, the big.
You're the Elder,
dude.
the big tree guy.
He's the poisonous blob dude that looks like the bad guy. No, not a blob. He looks like the Nightmare Before Christmas. You know the bad guy.
Oh, Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie. Guy. It's basically a poisonous blob-ish version of him. It's like they kind of look very similar. Big, huge bulb, and he's massive. He's huge. His name's Bone Mass, and dude, he's tough. And supposedly, actually, let me bring up the. Where's my mouse? There you are. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, back to Valheim. So they had some patch notes here, all right, that they fixed. They actually made Bone Mass, Motor, and Yogloth, the last 3 bosses. So Bone Mass is the one I was talking about. They made them harder. they made them more difficult.
Not quite hard enough.
What? Bone Mass was tough. Straight up. I could not imagine beating that guy by myself. And it's so dope that we have that it's multiplayer, that we can have co-op come in and play multiple, have some help. Like I wouldn't have been able
I feel like it's really encouraged. Like you gotta have a little posse of Vikings going around.
Yeah,
those bosses are difficult. They are difficult.
Yeah, they are. The Elder, I actually watched your a little bit of the stream with you and with Az fighting the Elder, and you guys were shooting him with arrows, and all I could think was like, man, I am. That's not my type of player. Like I am in the face.
I know. Whenever you were in mine, and you were just like, okay, I'm gonna summon the deer god or whatever that thing was, and then it just came down, and you were just smacking it.
I'm just like, no. Yeah,
I'm too scared. I can't do that.
I like getting in. I like parrying because you can parry enemies too. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. I love it a lot. This game is really cool. And they actually came out with something called Vulkan support. So if you have like a really high, like nice graphics card, I'm running like a 3070. It's like really nice. I'm really happy that I got this. But if you have something like that, they actually came out with something that will actually help Valheim run smoother on your computer. So they even are now supporting higher.
That's cool.
It looks beautiful and it renders so smoothly. There is one problem with the game that I don't like. Whenever it saves, it glitches for a second.
Yeah, you get stuttery.
And then
that happened a couple times whenever I was playing with other people in my server. Like they would either lose like the ability to touch stuff, and they'd have to get out and come back in, or I completely froze and they were still like going around in my world. Like the first time I made a boat, I was like, let's go out in a boat, let's have fun. And then we go out and like 20 feet from the shore, it just freezes and I'm just like stuck in the water. Yeah. But it's because of the system like freezes whenever it's trying to save. Yeah. I don't know if it's some weird issue there, but that's like really the only glitch, which is so surprising because it's early access, just came out.
5 people.
The only glitch Yeah, 5 people. The only glitch was that. So it's
It's pretty amazing.
pretty amazing.
Props to these guys for making such an incredible
Yeah,
game. Really appreciate
I'm hooked.
that game. We should play it later. Let's stream later tonight.
Yeah,
You want to play some Valheim later?
yeah, dude.
All right, it's
I'm
official.
down.
We are gonna play some Valheim.
I'm definitely
later.
gonna play anyways.
You're like, I'm gonna be playing Valheim.
I'll be playing it anyways.
Whether you want to join me, I'm gonna do it. Cool. Well, let's get into some super chats and see if people have any questions for us. Let's see. Alex says, I know both of you talk to influential people on top of everything. How do you think history will look back on wokeism, or do you think it will be able to write history and stick around? It's a good question.
I don't think so. I think there's got to be, at least is what I feel. There's got to be some kind of time limit to this. There's a shelf life to this mindset that you just can't. Yeah, cross your fingers, because it's like we're at a crossroads. It's like, do we continue on this path of this is how we view the world, or do we go down the logic and decency path?
Yeah.
Which side are we gonna go? I don't think we will. I feel like we might be coming back, because there's enough people out there that the majority of people across every spectrum of being, the majority of people are decent, logical people that
Agreed.
aren't mean and crazy. So this is only a small minority. Yes, they're in like every pillar of entertainment, politics,
Everywhere.
news. They're everywhere. But they are the majority. We are the majority. They are the minority. I think eventually we'll be able to get it on.
They scream louder than everyone else.
Yeah, like
That's what it
decent
is.
people are like, I'm doing my job.
Fight.
I got a job.
I want to be the loudest. No,
Yeah, exactly.
I want to be the loudest.
No, I am a black woman.
Oh my
I am oppressed more than you. No, I'm a Latinx. I'm impressed more. Like, most people aren't that way. So I'm hoping that, logic will prevail.
One day. I agree. I think logic will prevail. Gerald Armstrong says, quarter black, get Adam on Friday Night Tights. All right, I got this. He's trying. He already did try to get me on there. The only problem is they go live basically right before I go live on Saturday or on Fridays, and Fridays are my jam night. I do like a jam and play a lot of music on Fridays. So Fridays are my long shows. And you guys go live at what, like 3 p.m. Western Pacific time?
It's 4 Eastern. No. West.
5 Eastern?
Pacific time. Yeah.
So it's, and then how long is
like
the show
right
for?
It's like right in your show. So it's tough. Yeah, we go for a long time too, like 5 hours sometimes. So
right.
It's difficult.
So we
gotta find you someday. We're gonna get you.
All right. I mean, honestly, I would love to join. Even maybe if it's just for an hour, or something.
Yeah, just
like
for a little
that.
bit. Cool.
Someone just said, well, this is a super chat for later. I'm just gonna pop it off right now because it's pretty cool. Please discuss buttons on your mic. I see Nerdrotic there.
Buttons. Yes,
Nerdrotic.
Got that from him in New York when we went and did the New York Comic Con. Did a meetup there. I got my my Black Knight from Monty Python, the Holy Grail.
Nice.
My favorite game of all time.
Mario 3?
Mario 3.
Great game.
One of my favorite comic book characters, Wolverine, down here.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're a comic book character.
Watchmen.
Right? Didn't you become? Hold on.
I did. Did you? Do you have it? Because I have it. I got it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna continue. Power Rangers, Led Zeppelin. I mean, come on, Led Zeppelin.
This is.
There you go. You got it.
Here he is, right here. Quarterback, Garrett.
Yeah.
you're
I shrink. I come
quarterback.
I shrink.
Is that your ability? You go to a quarter size.
I go to a quarter size, but I condense all my power. I'm like a neutron star.
That's awesome. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
all
I think that's
Wait,
all.
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So you got what is that? Watchmen. The Watchmen.
I got Watchmen. I got Watchmen there. Power Rangers. Green Ranger. He's the best because he's bad. He's a bad boy.
Okay.
And then Led Zeppelin.
Nice. That was my first concert ever.
And then I got a Spider-Man one down here that you can't see.
All right. Very nice. Very nice.
There you go.
Let's see, Mark G says, since the Blaze no longer represents Black Rifle Coffee, how about getting Crowder to represent Crigler Coffee? It's better than Black Rifle coffee. Well, that's thank you. I actually have had Black Rifle coffee. It is pretty good. You know, it's
That's
good to
fair.
know your competitors, right? So I don't know
Yeah,
if
you
know,
gotta taste test them.
I got my own coffee company. Maybe I should
Hey, maybe we should float it around. Be like,
you know what I'm
send us a
saying?
box or something.
Get you you guys want me to send you a box? I'll send you a box.
Yep, dude,
Give me
we'd love it.
just give me the address. I'll send you guys some coffee.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You
Jake
just show
Dog
up.
says, "What's up?"
Okay, I got the box.
I show up in studio. You guys are live. I'm like, "Hey, I got you guys some coffee."
Got some coffee here.
Here, and I go just like set it in front of the camera, in front of Crowder.
Would you like this? This is the.
This is for you. Thank you.
There you go.
Don't blame me. Garrett told me to do this. I'm gonna blame you. It was your idea.
It wasn't me.
Jake Dog says, "I love Quarter Black. He funny and should follow my Facebook." And just
Oh, well, I don't use Facebook. I'd have to use Facebook to do that.
yep, there it is. Sorry.
Thanks, though. I appreciate it.
Freddie Last says, "You are amazing." Let's go ahead and split this. That we're both amazing. It doesn't specify.
Thanks, man.
But you know, we'll
We can
just
share.
That is both. Darth Call says, "I just got my Crigler coffee. Smells fresh. Nice, Darth Call. Thank you for that super chat. Appreciate that." Darth Call is a Twitch streamer that does a lot of. He straight up dresses up as different characters. Pretty cool. And does the full get up. He's been Darth Maul. Well, he's Darth Call. Also does Jack Sparrow with the skeleton version. It's pretty cool. He does Judge Dredd as well. I think he did Dredd today. I know you like Dredd, and you actually you made your own helmet. Is that the one you made back there?
Yes.
Back there?
I can go get it.
Yeah, go get it. Let's see it.
Okay.
So, if you guys have not subbed to my channel, please do. But also, let's help get Quarter Black to 10,000 subs. All right, he's almost 7,000, I believe. If you can please go sub to his channel. He posts a bunch of his games, and he actually made this Judge Dredd helmet, which is pretty cool. Look, there it is right there. It's pretty good. Look at that.
Yeah, 3D printed, finished it all up.
You can check it out. He actually made a video. We've got some epic metal music going on, and yeah, check it out. Check it out and go. And all of his details are in the description below. You can find his YouTube channel, his Minds account, and also his Twitter channel.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to shout out? Or I think that's pretty good, right?
That's it. I mean, you got everything.
Nice.
Mission accomplished.
Nice. Zacchaeus and Brannigan Deeds. The Crowder show this morning was scary. I mean, it was
dude,
they're calling out some stuff, man. Dude, it's ridiculous.
It's scary whenever you like look at the top surface of stuff and that top surface is messed up and you're like,
yeah,
is this the iceberg? It's the iceberg. it
is. It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Let's see. Brian Lindauer says, "My boy's wearing the Bungie Australian Wildfire shirt. I got the same one. It is actually the it is. This is a Destiny 2 T-shirt that supported the wildfires that was going on, and you got some cool in-game stuff. And yeah, it is the Bungie shirt. Good eye, Brian. Good eye. Arcadian says, everything from sex preference, color, likes, dislike, etc. is like natural tint, and soul carves facets into a diamond. Interesting. Yeah. But there's certain things that you can't change. So like people are making it such an issue about things that you can't change when nobody else is. Over. The other people are only caring that they're making it an issue. Like, look, most people don't care that you are whatever you are identifying as. Yeah. It's the fact that you're shoving it down everyone's throat and you're screeching, "Recognize me!" And it's like, but you don't want to be recognized. You want to be normal. You want to be part of society. And like, that's what most people just want. Okay, let's move on. And even if there's someone that doesn't agree with you, who cares? You don't need that person's validation to be a good person or to love yourself. It's like, learn how to do that on your own.
Yeah. You will ignore those people. You don't need those people. If they don't want to acknowledge your existence, then screw off. We don't need them.
Yeah.
Find some people, surround yourself with people that do care about you. That's all that matters.
There it is. That's some good stuff right there. Arcadian again says, each you choose to be refined to make yourself brilliant. Those who only focus on one are brittle and narcissistic. Their world is a one-sided mirror. Right on.
Yeah.
Yep. Lord says, I call the mental gymnastics of the left Rimmer logic. Look up the Red Dwarf episode. Thanks for the memory. And see how Rimmer translates an alien message to see what I mean. Red Dwarf episode. What is
Red
that?
Dwarf. It's a British sci-fi show that they came out in like the 90s. I want to say.
Okay.
Red.
All right, I'm going to check it out. All right, I see it. Oh, it's on YouTube, so I can actually just watch it on YouTube. All right, I'll check that out. Six Semper Tyrannis. Quarter Black effing Garrett. Love you, man. And Crowder and crew. You guys and gals are amazing. Crowder is going to be a dad. Wishing him the best and good effing luck. I have 2 daughters. Sup, Soy Jesus. Love you, too. Thanks, Six Semper. I appreciate that.
That's nice.
But, of course, we have Garrett on the show, which is incredible. And it is pretty cool that Crowder, is finally going to be a dad. I know he's gone through some troubles with that, and it's good to hear.
It's exciting.
I hope everything goes well with his wife. Let's see. Mark G says, I'm so grateful for Shycom virus. The flu has gone away. Only 28 influenza cases this week nationally.
Yeah.
cdc.gov/glue/flu/weekly/index.htm. So you can obviously go check out the thing. Yeah. Flu has been cured.
Yeah.
Flu's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. There's no. That's it. They don't want to talk about numbers. They don't want to talk about the narrative.
They don't want to talk about any other numbers other than.
Like, you must understand that this is a threat, and we need emergency powers and to control your minds. That's the V for Vendetta when Chancellor is like, we need to remind them why they need us.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like, tell them every single day they wake up in the morning till they go to bed at night that how much they need us.
All right,
they need us.
Chat is freaking out right now because the UFO is not spinning.
Get that UFO.
I got to spin it. You know what I mean? All right, chat. I see you. I got you. All right. Also, why don't you give me a when? I'm gonna roll this die when you say go.
Go.
All right. The die has been rolled. All right. It's so someone sent me this die, and it's turned into this. I like interacting with chat. Chat is the best. You know, I wouldn't be doing this show without having an awesome chat. My chat is awesome. I got an epic chat. People that show up in my chat are fantastic. All right, so people are guessing the numbers. Right away, we've got a winner, Mr. Squiggles. Congratulations. It is 8. Nice. Good job. You won absolutely nothing. Good job. Very nice. A good quick game. Sometimes it doesn't.
Nice.
Sometimes it goes for a while before someone gets it, but it is 8. Congratulations, Mr. Squiggles. All right. Let's see here. Guy who likes Pringles says Cuomo didn't kill old folk, just recruited new Democratic voters. Oh. I see what you did there.
That's good.
I see it. Ooh, spicy. Austin says, listening to this great interview with my glorious hand-etched Louder with Crowder mug, you guys are both studs. Keep up the solid work. Thank you, Austin. All right.
Thanks, bro.
Maybe are you drinking some Crigler coffee? Mm-hmm. If not, that's fine.
That's the crossover.
But we actually do have stickers that I'm really excited about. It's not this one. This one actually I pulled off of the bag. You can see I have this dope shield.
Oh, nice.
That my mom actually designed that herself. And so I was able to peel it back.
Just gently.
The stickers are 4x4, so they're actually nice quality stickers. So this one's a little smaller, so I was able to get it off the bag without messing the
getting
sticker.
That brand out there. It's good.
I love stickers, man.
Stickers are great.
Dude. I have probably, if I had to guess how many stickers I have, I would say 10,000 stickers right here.
Just
no joke, dude. I have 10,000.
Are they stuck to anything, or is it just a stack?
No,
of just stickers?
I'll show you. So I kind of have a problem. I straight up have
just an addiction to stickers.
No joke, dude. I have an insane amount of stickers. I'm not joking. Look at this,
dude. Not joking, dude. That's a lot of stickers.
It's insane. I've got so many stickers, and actually, I'm giving them out. I'm giving these stickers out. So if anyone wants one of these stickers, I actually have a PO box that you can send me a self-addressed stamped envelope. People are sending me envelopes. I'm signing these stickers and sending them off because I don't need them. Why do I need these stickers?
You gotta clear some space.
So
Are they
it's kind
just
of
like
fun.
stickers that you'd get in whenever you buy like a board or something? You get a sticker, or you buy an
Yeah,
iPhone and you get a
kinda.
sticker. You just kind of
Those.
collect
Well,
them.
I was a professional skateboarder for a while. And
Right, right, yeah.
I had a couple different sponsors. I had a Burn helmets sponsored me. Orangutan wheels. I used to ride for Bustin' Boards. Then I started riding for Arbor. So I have from each of them. I'd be like, send me stickers. And then I ran a skate school. I actually taught skateboarding,
Nice.
and I would give stickers out as like a prize for like, oh, you did really good. Have some stickers. Pick one you want. And so every time they were like, hey, I'm sending you something. Like, what do you want?
Some
I'm like,
stickers.
stickers. Send me more. And I just
No, you're just like, I have chests full of stickers there. They're everywhere.
yeah. So I'm just giving them out. So yeah, you guys, if you want, just go to my website, adamcrigler.net. You can find my PO box there, and I'll send you a sticker. All right, let's see here. Jedi Knight Anaquin Cringewalker says, "Oh hey, it's Quarter Black. I love
Hey.
your style, what you bring to Crowder. If you want a fun rabbit hole, look into Richard Saudret, chairman of Smartmatics and president of
Oh.
IFES, who ran Myanmar's elections. Ooh,
Ooh.
there's some crazy stuff going on right over there. That what do you know
Smartmatic.
about it? What do you
I
know
don't know
about
a
it?
whole lot about Smartmatic. That's the other side of the coin
Hmm.
that I have not looked into.
Well, we only used it in one, I think one county in all of America. I think it was like a small, like a county in LA or something. So, because I
LA.
was looking to see what the connection with the Myanmar elections, because they're
Yeah.
saying that it's fraudulent and they have proof, and that it's Smartmatic, and then I'm like, oh great, like did we use Smartmatic? And I think we
Yeah.
only used it in one spot. So, but I'm still looking into it.
Hmm.
American Savage says, "Fortify the erection." Is that a Viagra plug?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you have erections,
Yes, it was. Oh,
it
I
is.
missed a couple super chats here. I see you guys. I got you. Let's see. Easy E says, "If the dead vote Democrat, then Governor Whitlis and Cuomo's actions start lining up." Right? Mm-hmm. I like these.
Some kind of weird
Yep.
black
That's
magic they got going over there.
yeah. Right. Uh, Bob Lob says, "Quarter Black, you demand, love you on Crowder, and been a loyal mug clubber for 3 years now.
Hell yeah.
How has your life changed, good or bad, with your newfound fame?"
Oh, dude, good for sure. Um, Before I was working like the private sector, just regular. I moved up, working at a movie theater company
Oh, okay.
for 10 years. So I've been in the entertainment industry for a while now.
I didn't know that.
I know ushers at movie theaters count. Okay,
Oh, is that what?
like literally counted. So, but yeah, I worked from like usher all the way up into corporate, and I was just like hating my life because corporate America just sucks.
Yeah, it does.
But then I was watching the show and I was a fan of the show, and then they were like, "Hey, we need somebody that can do photoshops and edit video and stuff." And I was like, "Ah, I can do that."
Like I can
And
do
they're like,
that.
I just sent it, I sent it in, and I happened to be fairly close to their studio at the time, which it's moved now. And then I got the call, and the
Good.
rest is history. And it's been a blessing, really, and a lot of fun.
Awesome.
That's what's really great about it. It's fun.
Having a good, fun job is clutch. Enjoying what you
Yes.
do. I wish everyone was able to
Yeah.
get that. Let's see, where was I? Here we go. Jason Dixon, who actually sent me this wonderful bell.
Ooh,
Every single time I see his name, I'm just like, yes, Jason
that's a
Dixon.
great bell.
Dude. It's
Is
look
it
at
like an
this. It's
antique?
an antique hotel brass hotel bell.
That is awesome.
Because I would go ding 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 anytime someone
So he's
became a
like,
member.
you need a bell.
He was like, "You need a bell." So
And then he sent like the best bell.
he sent the coolest
That is
bell,
the coolest looking bell ever.
right? And it's heavy. This thing is like, it's serious. Dude, this will last forever. It's gonna last forever. Anyway, to Jason's comment, he says, "Hey Adam, tell Garrett that I love his work on Louder with Crowder." Garrett, Jason loves your work on Louder with Crowder. All right, I told him. And then it says, he is an icon and part of that show's foundation and love your show. Well, thank you for that. And I agree. Crowder, man, that dude, I would not want to be in an argument with that guy. Have you ever gotten in an argument with him?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
Does it-
we've gotten into some intense conversations sometimes. And
Does it
then
suck as much as I would expect it to?
a little bit, yeah. You get into like the surreal, and you're like, I'm talking to the change my mind guy.
Yeah.
I'm like having an argument about like what we should do next and stuff.
Yeah. Goodness sakes.
It's good.
He feels like he always has like an answer. He always
He's
is
so
like
smart.
ready for it.
It's like right on the tip of his tongue. Like all of the
Mhm.
answers is crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. Odra says Hillary Clinton was the first woman. Okay.
Just ever.
There's no X in that woman. So that's an A.
Dude, that's a microaggression.
Microaggression.
I can't say.
William says, "Hey, Quarter Black, how's you avoid electric chair this long on the show?"
I don't do research, so I didn't get electric chaired.
Good for you.
We electric chaired our researcher Brendan because he messed
for doing
up
something wrong.
No, well, yeah, because he. Well, actually, it wasn't even him. It was our intern that went to the wrong address. Oof. Whenever we did the addresses, so we electrocuted Brendan in his way.
Okay, wow.
But I'm lucky. I haven't gotten the electric chair yet.
Magical Trevor says, "Birds aren't real, Garrett. You know it's true. Help me convince Adam."
Dude,
okay.
Birds?
It feels like you know something about this.
So I talked to a guy. This is funny because it does kind of come back to the Chaz discussion. I met a guy in Chaz.
Okay.
His name escapes me right now. I don't know what it was. But
okay. Let's go
he
with
went right into Birdman. He was talking about how he brought his car and it got destroyed by the Chazites. But he brought his car to like help them to make a barricade and they destroyed it. And then he went right into talking about how the pigeons weren't real and that they were all like they had cameras in them. Have you heard this? It's like some internet thing, but he was like legit believed it.
I've heard of it.
He was like, "Yo, man, they talking about like these pigeons ain't real. The government put them up so they could watch us." And I was like, "Dude." Like,
in all seriousness, this dude was like, for sure,
the dude was
real.
for real. That dude was for real. Chaz was a fun experience /
maybe it's Trevor.
Scary.
Maybe it's magical Trevor here.
Hey,
he said, "Birds aren't real. You know it's true. Help me convince Adam." So clearly, he's on the up and up. He knows the deal. Right on. All right. Well, good luck with your your stuff, Trevor. Walba says ESU is looking for astronauts. Tim Peake is the one to Google. ESU is looking. Oh yeah. The European Space Agency is in Europe, unfortunately. Though I wanted to be an astronaut. In fact, I don't know if you know about Inspiration 4. SpaceX is doing this giveaway with 2 seats on this Dragon flight around the Earth, and I was trying to find out to see if I got it. They haven't announced anything. They were supposed to announce it yesterday. They never did. So I'm like, did I get it?
Cross the fingers.
I want to go to space.
Elon, come on.
I'll go to space one day. I will. I'm putting it in the air. I've put it in the air many times, but I will
continue to put it in the air.
Nonstop. Lisa says that's why Greater Idaho is a thing. Effing Oregon. Yeah, I mean,
dude, Oregon. It's beautiful though.
I haven't been up there.
Beautiful
actually.
land.
Yeah. You went to check out Chaz. I haven't been to the Pacific Northwest. It's one of the few areas in America that I haven't been to. That and Hawaii. I got to go to.
There are a lot of cool people, including Chazites. People outside of Chaz, all up and down the West Coast. There is super nice people. We were at a beach, and a guy just walked up and was like, "Hey, you guys new to here?" And we were like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, let's just show you everything about this beach, like the history of the beach and stuff." And then he just like walked off and disappeared. Never saw him again.
That's awesome.
I don't know if he even existed.
That's what I've known from people in California. Most people that I meet from California are really cool
Super cool.
Really good people. It's the people in charge.
Yeah.
The people that screech the loudest online. It's like these are the people that they don't have like anything better to do, right? It's ridiculous. That dude that walked off, he probably had something to do. But was a nice man enough to tell you all the cool things of that beach.
He was so nice. Nice dude.
Let's see. Mark G says, CST for life. Best states are found here. Right on, right?
CST, dude. It's the true time zone.
Yeah. And that's where I'm from. From Chi-Town. Although I have lived most of my life on the East Coast, but that's okay. I'm still from Chi-Town.
Don't hold that against you.
You know, people can move around. John L says, as much as I love North Dakota and Oklahoma sticking a middle finger to Creepy Joe, their actions still violate the supremacy clause and set a dangerous precedent. See nullification crisis of 1832. John L is a history professor, and it was always bringing in the solid information. I can see how that could be.
Yeah, kind of backfire.
But remember, though, we are the United States, right? States do and should have control over, their states. I don't know. The federal government was supposed to handle foreign affairs and handle the Navy, really, and which has now turned into the Army and also Air Force and whatnot. So it's certainly not what they wanted it to be.
Intended, yeah.
All right. Paper City Gamer Jeff says, a quarter of a great guest.
Aw.
Nice. That's a huge compliment, though.
Okay, great.
Right. So, Sejong the Great says, media is pure propaganda. They're coming in hot today saying stop pumping up GME and holding long because it's a trap. They're literally saying the opposite of what you should be doing right now. The media is nonsense. Yeah, no one's selling GameStop. Nobody.
Diamond hand, bro. Diamond hand. You hold on to that forever.
Hodl. Odra again says, listen to Hulk Off or Sabaton while playing Valheim. Won't regret it one bit. Okay. You know these bands?
No.
No, neither do I.
They sound like they probably go well with
Sabaton.
Valheim.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know Hulk Off. I will try these out. I will listen to them later. I don't know if I can play them because of the whole Twitch getting rid of people who are playing all that stuff. Lancer says, Garrett, I'm coming after Steven.
Oh, no.
How dare he make a channel like Louder with Crowder and not have soup? Where is my review about chicken corn chowder?
That's on our third channel, Louder with Chowder, where we just do food reviews.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's like mukbang channel. Do you know mukbang?
No, what's that?
So it's a trend on YouTube where you just eat a bunch of food.
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
Oh,
that's it.
Oh, fun. All right. What is that? Mukbang?
It's like I think it's like North Korean or something.
Okay. So
I'm probably
not English.
Don't quote on me. Don't quote that on me.
It's too late. I'm quoting you.
No, okay.
Bobcast says, much love. Thank you, Bobcast. Again, that's for both of us. I'm just clarifying. CMG Link says, hey, Adam, look up Escape from Tarkov. It's a hardcore first-person shooter. Man, people have been telling me to play this game for months.
I've not played that, but I've heard about it. I've heard it's really
I know Ian, do you know Ian Crossan, right? I don't know if we've...
well, we played the other day.
Yeah, we were playing the other day in Valheim. We started that new world. That was fun. Oh, no, we went into your world and then my world. Yeah, it was fun. I think he would. I mean, I like game with that guy. He's fun to game with. He's definitely a gamer also. Let's see. Patrick says Storm the Getty. Okay. Simple Caleb says Quarter Black, I love you. And Louder or Crowder was wild this morning. Good work, man. Yeah, I didn't get to watch the whole episode, but I watched a little bit of it just to hear about the new stuff that he was bringing out. Kirkik says, speaking of Vikings, did you know that they are the reason that there are no trees in Greenland and Iceland because they beach and quickly fortify? I didn't
just
know.
Like flat cut everything?
Literally all of Greenland. Wow. Greenland's massive.
That's a lot of trees.
I don't know about that.
Gotta fact check that.
I think I'm gonna need some fact check because from what I've heard from and what I know about, do you know what Tartaria is?
No.
You ever heard about it? So it's essentially the belief of this civilization of human beings around 12,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, that we were in an ice age and the north of Canada, that whole area was peppered with meteorites. And
I know this idea. I didn't know there was a name for it.
Well, Tartaria is like the civilization. So what the event isn't called Tartaria. So the
idea that there's like a civilization before the ice age that was like semi to advanced.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this peppering melted all these ice caps that were there and rushed water and pushed all the stuff. And Greenland is essentially just like fields of mud. It's like, or not, well,
Huh.
it's grass now. But if you
Yeah.
look at like pictures of Greenland, it's just like this barren. It's like nothing there. It's almost as if a bunch of stuff was washed over the land. Like I want
And
to
just,
dig down into Greenland. I want to see what's down in like,
dude, what if there's like a whole civilization there and they
dude.
have like cars and stuff?
Yeah, that.
And you're
Yeah,
like,
can you
whoa, there's
imagine
cars
that?
down here, bro?
Like, yo, that would be awesome.
And you're like, whoa, is that a Tesla, dude?
Is that
They got
is that
electric
a
cars down
Tesla?
here?
Yeah, he's like, Elon's like, hey,
Hey.
and there's like you look and there's like 40 Elon Musks walking around. Like, what is this?
They're all like super brains.
Super brains, and they're all connected somehow. I don't know. We're really
You
getting
never know,
into it.
dude.
Let's see. Kyle says, "Can you do a deep dive on the Waco siege? ATF tried to paint themselves as the victim in a tweet and got ratioed.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know much about Waco, or this ATF tweet that got ratioed. You know about it? What happened
A
there?
little bit. So the story about the Waco incident is that there was like a family that was kind of like a cult. I don't know if that's how you would determine it.
Okay.
That's how the ATF definitely determined it. And they had a stockpile of weapons. And they were like this big family. And FBI ATF came in and bulldozed their whole. Like there was women, children, and they like ran tanks into their building and set it on fire and killed a
Wow.
lot of people. And there was some gunfire back and forth. But yeah, it was not good.
Yeah. You think? Oh, jeez.
Like from the ATF, like the ATF were definitely the bad guys in the situation.
Yeah.
But that's why whenever they came up with this tweet, it was like the anniversary. I don't know what year. I think 28 or something.
Oh, of Waco.
Of Waco.
Oh,
and
geez.
said, this is dedicated to the ATF officers that were lost and defending against this cult or whatever. So it's just bad optics and bad taste to come out and like make yourself the heroes whenever it was really like you didn't need to go do that. It's an interesting little deep dive event, world event.
Yeah, maybe I should get into that. Fashed 1985 says, EQ, you actually deprogressed levels if you died. It sucks. Yeah, but I don't think you lose levels if you die. I think it's
just your progress.
Yeah, there's progress bars on your current level. I think that you lose. Walba says you should get commission for this game. You know what? There's something about supporting small companies in this kind of day and age that I wouldn't even want it. I'm glad. It's a good thing for me to just give them.
Spread the love of this game. Like spread it to all corners. Have you heard the good news about Valheim?
Yeah. Have you heard the Valheim news? White Lasagna says, have you guys played Ark Survival Evolved? I haven't. Have you played it?
Yes, I used to play that a lot. It's very much like Valheim, except it doesn't have procedurally generated world. It's like a very specific island that you go on. But it's like resource survival, build a fort, co-op.
Oh, cool.
It's got co-op in there. It's a little glitchy. That's why I stopped playing it, because it got really glitchy there.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, it's kind of like, but this is way better.
Right
if you
on.
played that game, you're gonna like this game.
Well, this person agrees. Friendly Neighborhood Sawyer says, are you really quarter black? We discussed this. We got it out first and foremost.
That was the first thing.
It's true. P.S. I'm addicted to Valheim. Nice.
Yeah, join the club, man. This is AA.
Valheim Anonymous. It's the VA. Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick. Sonny James says, I'm sick. I just watched Reuters Israelis unvaccinated fear exclusion, unmarked hand scams. I'm going to puke. Will someone address this? I don't know anything about that. But I will I'll look it up after the show. Just have a little list of things to check out. Jonathan says, sad I missed a lot of this live, dealing with a corrupt education system on my end. They took away my financial aid for my classes because I withdrew from a class last term because the professor refused to provide a syllabus. Man, now that sucks, bud. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that kind of stuff. America Float says, keep America afloat. Much love to Garrett and Adam both. They both do more than most people to keep this nation afloat. Thank you, America Float.
Oh, thank you, man.
We do what we can. Friendly Neighborhood Sawyer again says, any idea if Valheim update requires to start anew? I haven't heard anything about this. and people are worried about this because that would be devastating. As we saw 10,000 years of playtime already.
Yeah.
If people had to, I mean, massive cities have been built in this game, and if they had to start anew, that would
be
be
rough.
rough.
Yeah.
I hope not, but no
I would
words.
hope not, because a lot of, if you're not a usual pastime in the early access games, they usually do carry over. Sometimes you'll have games that do like wipe your saves and stuff like that, but usually they do carry over because they want to keep you going. They don't want to interrupt because you've got that flow, you've got that that momentum. You don't want to kill somebody's momentum and then they're going to stop playing the game.
Right.
It's a bad plan. So
Agreed.
hopefully they know what they're doing, and I feel like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to wipe. Mr. Squiggle says, question. That's it. There's nothing else.
That's a good question.
It was just a simple word. Just
I don't know if I can answer that question though.
Yep.
There's a lot of layers to the question.
That's deep. That's deep, Mr.
Deep.
Squiggle. Mako says, please discuss. Oh, this is the one about the buttons on your mic, which we had to get to it right away. Jonathan Powell says, admins and dead last semester. Well, there's no requirement by that professor's department to require a syllabus. What even? Yeah, I mean, syllabus is like essentially like the roadmap of the class, right? Isn't that what that would be?
It's school stuff.
Oh, the dean last summer. Yeah, sorry, Jonathan, that sucks. Black Magic says, Crowder brown out comment. Quarter Black Garrett is so brown that his hood nickname is Brown Out. Big fan. Love your energy. You are a legend. Is that true? Is that what he says?
No. But I'll take it. Brown Out's not bad.
That's not bad. That's your alternative.
Go by Quadroon.
Well, you got quarter back. And then
quarter
Brown
black,
Out will be like the evil version of you. You know what I mean?
Like a Bizarro.
Yeah, Bizarro.
Yeah. Is he white then? He's a quarter
maybe
white.
Brown Out. Well, what's your ability? You're just wearing blackface or something?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Or just like a quarter.
This
of your
is
face?
my power, blackface.
It's just a quarter.
Just
face?
a portion of my face.
1/4 of my face. That's. Did we just create your new Halloween costume?
That's what it is. That's what I'm doing.
1320 Bushido says, Quarter Black. I just got on. Strong play, Adam. Did you guys talk about the nonsense Odal ruin stage at CPAC? No, we haven't talked about CPAC. I don't know about the Odal ruin stage thing. I'm not sure.
I haven't watched anything from CPAC because
I did watch Trump's speech. I watched his.
I watched portions of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
I mean, it's just as I expected. It's more of the same stuff. It wasn't really anything new. AD says Quarter Bounder Garrett needs to hit the gym with Crowder. Oof,
that's
spicy.
true. I do need to hit the gym. Hey, I will take all fat shaming. It's fine. I'll take it.
See, the thing is you don't strike me as the kind of person that like what other people say affect you that much. So it's like that's really.
I get it. I understand.
All
I
right.
do.
Jedi Knight Anacrin Quindwalker says, Quarter Black, have you read Moldbug's open letter to open-minded progressives? Yarwin would make an excellent guest, and his description of progressives as a cathedral is very, very useful to explain them. I've heard about this actually. I think Tim was mentioning it. Moldbug's open letter to open-minded progressives. It's something about mold, like mold and then bug.
Yeah.
Yarvin would make an excellent guest, and his description of progressives as a cathedral is very, very useful to explain them. Yeah, I think Tim was talking to Michael Malice about this. Something about how it's a cathedral and it's almost the new religion in a sense. And it does.
Well,
make sense.
I mean, you have your heretics, and it's a mindset that's like, if you don't believe exactly how we believe, you can't be in the church of
heretic.
Woke. You're a heretic.
Mm-hmm. Arcadian Twilight says, sorry for split super chat. Work still on COVID hours. Oh, well, thank you for super chatting, Arcadian. I always appreciate that. Ian Crossland. Wow. All right. Ian Crossland came in and said, the love is strong because these two animals. Well, thank you, Ian.
Can you feel
the love tonight? All right. Sorry,
that was great. I mean,
I don't regret it.
Yeah. No.
Noni says, have you been reading Anomaly lately? What do you think? Should have him back on to discuss. Also, hi, Quarter Black.
Hey.
Do you follow Anomaly?
No.
Legendary Energy. Dude is he's rather spicy, man. He
Really? I gotta follow him if he's
yeah,
spicy.
he calls out he calls it as he sees it, and there's a lot of times where he's he's saying some hard truths that a lot of people don't like to deal with, and I like those kind of people that
Yeah.
say it as it is. I would love to have him back on the show. He's always welcome. Jonathan again says, if either of you know any good malpractice lawyers, let me know. I was told one thing. The 4 month later, let me know. Was told one thing. The 4 months later, the school screws me. Well, good luck with that, Jonathan. I know you're dealing with the school issue. So I don't know any malpractice lawyers.
Yeah.
Apologies. Yep. Oblivious says, since you're a musician, I wanted to ask you if you've seen the Cartoon Network Groovy Adam Ant music video. There's a 4L, maybe 4K restored version on YouTube. I don't know it, but I will check it out after the show. And I'll check it out. Casey Mack says, hey, if you both are looking for a good single player story game, check out Nier Automata. It has a great story and a beautiful soundtrack, and it's being remastered, I believe, right? I actually was thinking about trying that game after it became remastered. It's kind of, I think Square Enix made it. I love their games. I've always been a fan, although they've kind of fallen out lately. Sadly,
yeah.
But that game looked kind of fun. It looks a little flashy for me. I like Valheim. It's got some flashiness, but it does feel like it's still like, honestly, I would play Valheim hardcore mode. If you die, you're dead. Like I would do that.
That's
would you
a
be
good stream episode. Yeah, if we do it, we should do that.
Well, people are doing it. Like if they die, they delete the game and delete the character.
Yeah,
so it's like
manually
hardcore, but it's not the same. It's not it's not the same.
It's like the honor system.
Yeah.
You got to do it where it wipes the save from your computer.
Yep. You're just done. Digi says, any chance you can get Dr. Tom Cowan on your show? That'd be pretty epic. I don't know who that is, but I will look it up after the show. Give me a second. And I'll check it out. Wesley Flores says, love your show as always, Adam. I was also surprised to see Garrett on here. I'd like to let you and him know my new EP, Mirage, is out on YouTube. God bless. Right on, Wesley. Good luck with your new ventures and your new Mirage. I will check it out after the show. Mirage. Oh, that's not going to do it. I'm going to need maybe your name too as well. I'll check it out after the show. Let's see, James Quarterblack Garrett says, what in your 3D printing pipeline, or what's in your 3D printing pipeline? Future projects, collab with Adam? Yeah, what do you got on the future?
Well, the reason I started doing the whole 3D printing thing, because eventually, down the line, I want to recreate the Mad Max Interceptor at 6 scale. So think
is that like, the car?
Yeah, his car from Road Warrior. That's my ultimate goal eventually, is to make a big 3-foot long car.
Nice. With real tires and
like rubber tires. I'd probably print them out and then cast and mold them into some rubber.
Cool.
Do the whole 9 yards. But that's my ultimate goal. Right now, I don't have anything at the moment. I'm still looking.
Right on. I like that. I'm gonna keep that in mind. We just got a 3D printer here. No one really uses it. They were starting to use it a little bit. I introduced those guys to Control Pew, who was on my show. He 3D prints Control Pew. You can imagine what he 3D prints.
I got you.
And he actually came and they got him on the show, and I was like, oh,
really?
Maybe they watch my show. Well, no, I think it's because I introduced them to because they were getting Tim's all sorts of gun crazy now.
Yeah.
Well, he was on your show, and I don't think Tim has yet to get that gun. I don't think he's even gotten it. No. He hasn't gotten it yet. It's
waiting for him.
It's a shame. Yeah, I guess it's like some place in North Jersey,
which was far.
It was like an hour and a half before we moved out to where we're at now. Now it's like a 5-hour drive, and you got to get there to sign the papers, to have the papers. Then you got to leave and then come back another day. He just, that dude works way too much as it is.
Workaholic. I know that.
Yep. Sojong the Great says, also, not financial advice. We are playing the squeeze. If you want to learn the tactic, check out Wall Street Bets. Yeah, shout out to Wall Street Bets because they're making those guys hurt right now, and it's just juicy. Jake Dog says, I'm about a third black / brindle. We're almost the same. Okay,
go,
Jake
brother.
Dog. I see what you
my
did there.
mixed brothers.
Yeah. Let's see. Elcar says, quarter Black Garrett, if it came down to it, could you take Crowder?
No. Like physically? No. He's like jujitsu. You know, I know his weak point. You know, I could take out his knee. So maybe if I could pop his knee out.
If you get the shot.
If I can get that shot.
He's also strapped at all times.
He's strapped at all times. He's yoked. It's gotta be a sneak attack. That's what it's gotta be.
You gotta catch him when he's not looking. Angubi says, be a victor, not a victim. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
That's it. That's TB right there. They just came out with a TB Impact is a hip hop artist. Just came out with a song today with Patriot J, Zuby, and man, I can't believe Bryson Gray. They all came out with a song today. It's pretty good. I posted it on my Twitter if you want to check it out. Dan O'Neill says, hey man, where do I find the address to send you stuff? I'm trying to send you one of my patches. Cool, Dan. Go to adamcrigler.net. And on there is a P.O. Box. It's P.O. Box 68, Brunswick, Maryland, 21716. Actually, let me just double check that is, in fact, my P.O. Box. I think I've said it so many times, but it probably is it. I just want to double check. 21716. Yeah. P.O. Box 68, Brunswick, Maryland, 21716. And if you want any one of my stickers, just include a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I will put a sticker in there, send it off to you. And yeah. And thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. Mark G says, are your 3 kids keeping you up? Is Crowder demanding that the telecast work? Hold on, I got to start over. Hold on. Are your 3 kids keeping you up? Is Crowder demanding that telecast work correctly? Wish you could feel awake? Then drink Crigler coffee. All right. I saw that it was
say that every time.
I was like, I have to redo this. It's just it wouldn't have been the same without.
You could chop that out. Just use that as like an audio
I love
intro
this.
or
I
something.
love these things. This is
great.
This is a classic. Although you didn't include the Crigler coffee ad, which is CCAD. If you put that in front of any one of the Crigler coffee ads, that's how I know to read it in that voice. It happens a lot. It's actually quite fun. Disturb says, Bubman or Buttman? Go. Oh, Boobman or Buttman?
Boob.
Boobman.
Yeah.
I'm a Buttman. Actually,
I mean, I'm no shade on the butt.
I don't discriminate. I like them both. Who am I kidding? They're both great.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Females.
I mean, proportions are
the
nice.
female body. It's
great.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's beautiful.
Let's see. Chuck Morris says, scratch and sniff Crigler coffee stickers? No,
Ooh.
unfortunately, or not. I don't know if those are a thing anymore. Scratch and sniff stickers?
Can you do that?
I don't know.
I mean, the coffee's right there. Maybe you can make it. You know how like some they have that little the hole that you can smell the coffee, so you can test it.
Yeah,
you like scratch it off and smell the coffee.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it's not a sticker though. All right,
that's true.
Let's see. Jedi Knight Anaquin Cringewalker says, part of me wants Trump to run against McConnell's seat in 2020 or in 22. Senator Trump comes in and says, "You missed me." That would be so epic,
dude.
If he took McConnell's seat, my goodness,
brilliant,
dude. The internet would freak out if he went into the Senate and said, but he's not going to do that. I think he's going to run again. It sounded like
he's going to run.
It sounded like he was going to run again. It sounded like he was setting it up. Although his niece Mary is like, well, he's only doing it because he wants money. It's like, well, and he wants to save America from these crazies. That woman. Let's see, where did I just go? I just got a little super chat jump. Thank you all for hanging out and super chatting us. You guys are fantastic.
Yeah.
My goodness, here we go. There it is. Okay. David Wheeler says, ask Crowder, where's my mug at? He keeps dodging me. David Wheeler, I don't.
Dodging me. Yeah. Look, you gotta email Blaze TV support and ask him. And if you don't get a word back, DM me on Twitter. I've done it several times. I've gotten people their mugs. So
there you go. There you go, David. Awake Not Woke says, "Yo, Quarter Black, quick question.
Yo.
Are any of the jokes written beforehand on Louder with Crowder? Are they written beforehand, or is it just kind of
They used to
freestyle?"
be. They used to be pretty regimented about like how the joke was, because it was more of like a monologue type setup. It was like story punchline, story punchline. Now we do it kind of more free flow. A lot
Yeah.
of it, I'd say probably like 80% of it is all just in studio banter. And then we
Cool.
do have like bits that we kind of hit throughout, when we
Nice,
bring
nice.
Brendan in and put him in an electric chair.
Yeah, they ask, is there a comedy team or is it all improv? Love you, Adam. Thank you, Awake.
It's all
Not Woke.
us.
It's all you guys.
It's
Nice.
all us.
Yeah, you guys are good. You guys have a good chemistry.
Thanks.
Pinch Me says, "I love Quarter Black Garrett as a great replacement for Not Gay Jared, but I still miss Not Gay Jared.
Hey,
I wonder how
I
he is
miss
doing.
not gay Jared.
How's he doing? Do you know?
I don't know.
wanna-
I haven't talked to him in a while. He's getting his family going. I
Right
think
on.
he moved away actually, but I haven't
That's
talked
sad.
to him in a while.
Jedi Knight Anaquin Cringewalker again says, "Help! I saw Hunter Biden fortify his erection." I was like, I'm gonna have to say this.
Yeah,
aren't
you have
I?
to say it.
My goodness. Mr. Wreck Yo Mama said, "Holy cow, a crossover of two shows I love to watch. Seeing you guys talk about Valheim had me thinking you guys should do a gaming podcast together. Almost like maybe we should go stream later tonight, play some
Yes.
Valheim. I think we will."
That's a good plan.
All right. Justin Jackson says, "Amen and a woman." That was so embarrassingly cringy.
That was. I can't believe.
I can't believe that.
can't
It's like
believe
amen
that.
doesn't. It has nothing to do with men.
It's not
Like
the
what?
same thing.
I just. Oh my god. John Curry says, "Quarter Black Garrett is a great guest. Great show, Adam. Thank you. I will go
Hey,
ahead and
thanks,
second
man.
that. You are a great guest. Very nice."
Thank you.
Justin Jackson says, "If you like first-person shooter games that are punishing and that does not hold your hand, you should check out Escape from Tarkov." More. See, people love.
They really want you to play
Really
that game.
want me to play that game. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just get it. Give the
Yeah.
people what they want, right? Adrian the Great says, "Quarter Black Garrett, why am I always looking at the left side of your face?" He doesn't actually have a right side of his face. That is actually a
Doesn't
mirror.
yeah. This is a deep fake.
Deep
This
fake,
side.
deep
It's a
fake
deep
of his face. Because actually, if he doesn't do that, the real face is actually a quarter black. It's
Yeah.
half of a quarter of his face actually has a big. I don't know. People are probably gonna get offended of that. Something I don't know. Jedi Knight Anaquin Cringewalker again says, "Fun fact: the Thule people recognized or colonized Greenland, making the Vikings the only white man to ever be colonized by Native Americans. Reparations
Ooh.
when? Oof.
Interesting.
Way to flip it back on them, huh?" Magi of Thoth says, "If you're looking for music to play Valheim to, Heilung, Wardruna, Skald all make music using historical instruments, singing Old
Ooh.
Norse / Danish. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna
Scald.
Skald, Skald. I'm going to look this up after the show because that is fun. Thanks all for these fun musical stuff.
Yeah.
Seal77 says, "Adam, where did you get the mug you have on your coffee page?" That mug is actually my grandfather's mug that he got from an area in Sweden called Värmland. And that is actually where his parents came from when they moved here in, I think, 1928. And in fact, I actually just found the ticket paper of him booking his ticket to the States in 1928. I actually just found this in my grandmother's stuff. And I was like,
That
this
is
is
awesome.
this is really cool. So I was like, I actually have it. And that mug is from that town where he came from. So it means a lot to me. Van J says, "Random idea. What if everyone is biologically racist? Thus, the reason weak-minded people are the most racially vocal. Love the work you both do." Well, thank you for that. And it is a what if. What if everyone is
Yeah.
biologically racist? I mean, first and foremost, I think that's ridiculous. But if that's the case, then I mean, yeah, I guess the weak-minded people, they seem to be the ones that are manipulated by all this weak-minded people, because I feel
Yeah.
like weak-minded people aren't logical. I think logic and a strong mind go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're easily manipulated. And
Yeah.
that's, that's not a specific facet of humanity. That's like all humanity. So there's a level of people that are easily manipulated.
Right.
And then there is a level of people that will manipulate you.
Yep.
So
Always. And that
hopefully you're
has
not
nothing to
in
do
one of
with
those.
race. That's the
Nothing to do
funny
with
thing.
race. That's just
Nothing
people.
to. Everyone loves to add that race
Yeah.
card in there, but it's like, gosh, stop.
Yeah.
Josh and Jesus says, I feel like Texan citizens would be turning their backs on the rest of America by breaking away, leaving the rest of us in our time of need. It's not a bad.
We could
not
do
a-
like a coalition. We could all kind of come together. Do
Well, I mean-
multiple states
It's the United States, so it would be the divided states.
at that point, yeah.
All right. I don't think they should. I don't think they should secede. We need Texas. Sawyer Rogers says, I saw the chat from Friendly Neighborhood Sawyer. I'm officially naming myself the Unfriendly Neighborhood Sawyer. No takebacks. All right, Sawyer. That's from Sawyer Rogers, the Unfriendly Neighborhood Sawyer. Angry Bellsprout says, does Quarter Black play Magic the Gathering?
No.
Do you? You ever play Magic?
No.
It says, if yes, what's your favorite colors for draft / other formats? No. All right.
I don't.
I wouldn't have been surprised if you did play, but right on.
I play D&D. That's like another
That's fun.
facet of nerd gaming.
Nerddom.
Nerddom.
Yeah. JV says, check out Barricade Garage comedy skits. I have. That's pretty funny. They've I don't know if you've seen him. He's a hilarious comedian that pokes fun at the woke left.
We need more, honestly.
Yeah, it's
lot
good.
more.
Someone with some sort of, I don't know if that's Japanese or Korean. I think it may be Japanese. Name says, don't try Nier. It's overrated. Yeah, there was something about that game that I was just like, meh, I don't know. Oh, here's another super chat about that. Chris Hill says, try Nier Replicant version 1.52343355556. That all written out here. When it comes out, Nier Automata is good too if you like 2B. Yeah, well, someone just said it's overrated, and that's kind of the vibe I was getting from it. I don't know. Mark G says, you can't stop the signal. Check out Control Pew. I'm that's maybe
Print to go burr.
Yeah, print to go burr. Let's see. Mark G says, Adam, don't talk about Gun Crazy and Tim's Compound. I don't want to see Rugby Ridge 2.0. Okay, all right. Yeah. Well, none of them are here. Well, I mean, there is some, but no, I don't know. They all were lost overboard in a boat accident.
Yeah.
Sonny James, thanks for that hot super chat. Says, can't verify, but a friend I had was next door to Walk Compound, said he heard kids wailing. Texas police stood down because they refused to help feds. Guess Army showed up and threatened to disappear family if he discussed with media. Ruby Ridge followed. Man, maybe I should just be a little more wary about talking about that kind of stuff. But
yeah, that Waco thing is it's a rabbit hole of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of dark.
And the Bundy Ranch or something too, right? Didn't that go down like 10 years ago or something? I don't know. See, Selv says, Garrett's a great guy. We need more quarters in this country. Agreed.
Thanks.
ID Crisis says, wouldn't Case Quarter Black Garrett be more authentic? Case Quarter?
Case
Black?
quarter.
Like CASE.
Like lowercase?
Case Quarter. I don't know. I don't really get it. Selv says, make California secede first. The politics of the country would improve.
That's a good plan, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
We just chip them off,
Yeah.
Hit that fault line, just break it off and float away.
Well, the fault line would actually just get rid of LA, which is
that's all you need.
Which is kind of, I mean,
you just tell them, hey, we're gonna do this.
Yeah, go become an island with Hawaii. Friendly Neighborhood Sawyer says, I accept you, Unfriendly Neighborhood Sawyer. PS 45/24. Okay, awesome. Well, listen, that was a fun show. That's all of our super chats.
Dude.
Thank you for joining, Garrett. You should definitely join in more often.
Thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Hey, listen out there, everyone. If you haven't gone to subscribe to Garrett's page, let's get him to 10K. He's He needs more subs. Go down in the description below. You can find his YouTube channel. You can also find his Minds and his Twitter account. Garrett, I'm going to give you the camera. Why don't you tell people how to follow you, what you're doing, what's up, and how to get a hold of you.
So you can follow me here on YouTube, Quarter Black Garrett, just like that right there. I'm on Minds, like you said, and Twitter as well. And you can also find me on Nerdrotic's channel every Friday. We do Friday Night Tights. We got to get Adam on somehow. We need to figure it out. Eventually, it's going to happen. He's going to be on the show. It's a pop culture show that we do every Friday, and then Monday through Thursday, Louder with Crowder in the morning. So that's all the places you can find me, and on this channel right now.
Right.
And playing Valheim.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Yeah, we're going to be playing some Valheim later. I don't know if do you stream? Do you go live? Are you on YouTube when you stream?
I do some. Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay,
I can go on Twitch. I do have a Twitch channel. I just don't. I need to stream there.
I do. Oh, the YouTube link doesn't work. Really? What? Hold on. Let me just double check. YouTube link. I just want to make sure that I got this YouTube link that works for you. It works for me. I just pulled up your page. Nice. You hit 7,000. Right. Nice.
Thank you.
You hit 7K.
Awesome.
I'm stoked. I'm hyped. The man behind the screen, just one last super chat before we go. If you're getting rid of California, at least let me escape it first. Good luck,
Of course, yeah. We'll let you know.
Good luck. And thank you all for joining. That was a great show. And I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 here on Adamcast IRL. And then, of course, I will be on my Twitch channel. I'll probably go live around 10 p.m. I'm going to go have some dinner and everything. And then we're going to be playing some Valheim later. So
Valheim.
Thank you for joining me, Garrett. You guys all have a great night.
See you later.